Stay focused.
Thank you for stopping by here on TikTok and or YouTube at Bloom from Within Love. Let's talk about two analogies here. The first one I'm going to talk about is the example of drowning. Those of you who don't know how to swim, you could have possibly had experiences in your life in the past where you were in water in the pool, you went a little too far, and you almost drowned. Okay. And drowning is you have sunken down to a deep space in the water, where whether it's a pool or an ocean or a beach or a river or a lake. And the thing about that is when you're in anxiety and stressing and panicking under the water as you're drowning, it actually pulls you further down. You actually build up resistance that's restricting you from being able to come up to the surface of the water. And the moment you relax or cease to panic, even relaxing your body's natural ability to float in the water kicks in and floats you up to the top, right? And so I'm inviting you all to think of that when it comes to us shifting our energy and as we're working on mastery. Okay, sure, there's a lot of external things that we deal with. Sure, people are doing things, sandpaper people, you name it. The list goes on and it ain't never gonna quit, right? But if we can master our emotions, continue to work on mastery of that, calming and regulating our nervous system, calming and regulating our mind. I'm not talking about bypassing reality. I'm talking about giving yourself space to ground, clear, and center before. And this doesn't take a long time to do, it just takes intention and practice before responding to whatever life is throwing. Because, see, some stuff is simply meant just to get reactions from us. Okay. Those of us who have dealt with a lot of toxic types, that's essentially what it is. They want to be able to get to you, they want to be able to affect you even long after you've gone. So, a part of our regaining our power, a part of our healing recovery is also mastering that. And this takes time. So, please, this is not about beating up yourself for where you're at. This is just mastery. Remember the analogy. When someone is drowning, if they're kicking and screaming and panicking and pulling and all of that under the water, they're not going to go anywhere. In fact, they're going to sink down. So just think of it as when this is happening, if people trying to get a reaction, if you start getting into the tussle, it's bringing you down. You're not going to go anywhere. It's affecting your energy and you may very well drown. Now, the other example is the crabs in a bucket. We have all heard the crabs in a bucket, that there's a bucket of crabs, and then there's one that has decided that, hey, I'm not going to die. I want to climb up out of here. Somebody gets a bright idea and decides, hey, I can climb, I can reach, I can scoot, I can get myself out of here. And there's other crabs that, either they're clueless or they just, hey, it is what it is. They're comfortable that way. And they're looking at this crab that got a bright idea, like, who do you think you are? They're pulling and reaching for that crab to stay down with them. Okay. And if that crab, metaphorically speaking, if the crab were to turn around, start arguing, start explaining, this is why I'm trying to leave, and all of this, and even trying to fight them necessarily, they may stay stuck right there. They can't move forward and fight them. Do you see where I'm going? The crab would not be able to keep moving forward to get out the bucket and argue and fight with the crabs that want to stay in the bucket. So when the chaos is coming, which is inevitable, even after you've made major decisions and you have action change, it's not because you're doing wrong. It's because you are breaking barriers. You are breaking paradigms. You are breaking patterns. and limits that you yourself are used to, or perhaps your ancestry. Okay. And so this is unknown territory. The resistance is going to kick in to elicit fear, to get you to give up on yourself, to get you to go back to the comfortable, familiar ways, no matter how disempowering or how it's no longer really serving you in a higher vibrational way. So when it happens, this is day to day, whether this be your children get on your nerves, okay? The neighbors get on your nerves. You got an unexpected, bill. You deal with some shithole, some asshole in traffic or in social media. Remember, we can't both fight people and sit and argue and overly explain and move forward. Now, take this with a grain of salt, wisdom and balance. Sure, there's oft times where our attention needs to address a thing. But more often than not, we're dealing with things that are meant to distract us, meant to have you focusing on what's bothering you, irritating you, agitating you, rather than on solutions. Keep your eye on the prize, your eye on the tiger, which is your health and your well-being. And if you're the crab in the bucket that's deciding to escape the bucket, you're going to have to accept that the ones that are still in the bucket, it's not your job to change that. If you find yourself in a situation and you feel like it's emotionally drowning you and you're going down for the count, ground yourself, breathe and relax so that you can feel your emotions and float through. Allow the emotions to move you back to the surface so that you can navigate yourself moving forward. Of course, this is not the one-stop shop, one thing, fix all, be all, but these are tools. We're talking about mastery. See, the more we're mastering ourselves, the less what they are doing and they ain't doing and whoever they are starts to matter over time. Your health and well-being is one of your greatest weapons. And a part of managing your health and well-being is tools like this. Okay? Breath work. We've been doing a lot of that lately. Affirmations, all sorts of things that's geared towards helping you to regulate yourself and recreate your world. Think about it.